Hello, weebs. Welcome back. Been a while. Been a long while since I've been on here. Life has happened a lot. That's about it. Hopefully, it won't be so long until next time that I'm actually all the way into it. And yes, I'm sick. And yes, I'm gonna be doing Doki-Doki Literature Club. Because my sister has been telling me that I need to for a while. And I said I wouldn't until I could record it again. So, until my brain and body feel good enough for consciousness intensive video games, I'll be playing this and hoping that I can present it well. So let's go ahead, start, shall we? Raikou, of course. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she is totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. I love it. I know, I just finished watching Welcome to the NHK, which is I know this game's not entirely this, but it has a lot of, they both have a lot of this kind of vibe, and it's just this is gonna be hilarious. I'm sorry, I'm gonna laugh a lot. We used to walk to school together on days like this. Starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting up. If she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of a crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Read. Oh. Well, people stare at you for acting weird. I don't want to think we're a couple or something. Whatever you say. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with the students making their daily commute. I didn't own a club to join yet. Club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Did I really though? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Because I never listen. Because I'm just a terrible person. I don't listen to my friend, which... Hold on. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Weep. I'm not gonna be a hikikomori. Trust me. Neat! I'll have you know, I just took part in some education of programming, Sayori. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. I'll let myself get such a carefree girl. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Everybody wants me to check out some clubs. I got some golf clubs somewhere. I think they're in the garage. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I'm a weirdo. I always aim to impress. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Your club. There's no way I'm going to your club. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Dude, books are cool, okay? I got a bunch of them over here. The camera can't see them. I got some classics. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Why do you care so much anyway? Don't make promises you can't keep. Can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Let out a long sigh. But not the world's longest sigh. The title's claimed. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Let's go! Today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. If I hope if you sell your soul for a cupcake, that's a damn good cupcake. I dejected mouth. I dejectedly followed Sarah across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Its wall shatters the window. Blood everywhere. A mess. Told you, don't call me a new member. I'm just here for a cupcake. Oh, Girl 1, I've heard so much about you. That's an interesting name. Bold of you to assume that I am a boy. I have not told anyone anything yet. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly kawaii girls. I mean, what do you think I'm looking at? S-sorry. Natsuki. What's your name, huh? The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, all full of energy. This is Yuri. It's porn, dude. Your name is porn. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well. It's nice to meet all four of you. Sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Why does one of you have, is that, I don't know. Is Monica originally Oriental? You can use that for objects and culture, by the way, but not people. Bad for people. I know it's bad for people. Racist for people. But accepted as a term for objects and culture. Oriental. From the Orient, dude. That's right, I know Monica. Why did you have to pose to smile? We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Ew. Dude, I love tea. Oh, they have a few desks. What did it say? Organized to form a table? I don't know. I was supposed to read that. As Sayori mentioned, has been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the... Hold on. I return! I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Just bite it, dude. You don't... you don't gotta look impressive eating. That's for the bedroom. Not the schoolroom. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? If you made them, I'm not assuming you made them for me. You made them for the club. I just said it was good, and thank you. So I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. I would too, dude. That's freaking weird. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? I guess. Insulted! Yuri looks away. Why are you so awkward? We're coming to talk about books. And eat pastries and drink tea. Why does it have to be such a hassle? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Now, see, I was in the debate club. That shit is tight. It is hard to debate well. We never had any budget or publicity or events, so. She is a great leader. And Yuri also nods in agreement. But I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. I did put it that way. And I don't need your permission. That you're both fun and worthwhile and not the club or the topic. Yeah, we'll do our best, you know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. But I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. The things do I like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Almost much of a reader. Well, that can change. If I had a little patient. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? What do you like to read? Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Putting on a show. I agree. She goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I do not listen whatsoever. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Righteous. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Boom. This. Stop telling people they can say things. Cause you're a little baby. Let's his eyes dart over to me for a split second. Don't say it out loud. Say it out loud. Say it out loud. I see what's going on here. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders sensually. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Natsuki averts her eyes. You don't know, okay? Look, take it from somebody who writes poems. I think they're shit too. Most of them. But people really like them. Sometimes. You never know. You gotta put them out there. You think anybody who wrote poems like them? Those things, you can't understand them. Sometimes. Like, you have to get into some deep philosophy of their time to understand them sometimes. You think people felt confident about those, like, while they were alive, or before they just randomly showed them to people and they were like, hey, this is some good poetry. Brings out the feels. You don't know. You gotta show people, man. Not a very confident writer yet? See? She's telling you also. Guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment, because we're all very awkward people. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's do it! Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, ... There's still one problem. Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. I wonder why. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Yet you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Don't say it like that. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Don't say it like that either. Hey. I really did just come for the cupcakes, though. Thanks, I guess. Monica looks over at me once more. You said once more last time. Now it's been another time. Can't keep getting away with it. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Do I get to actually write it? It's a bop. Okay. What do I think they'll like? Alright. I see. Okay. Let's do it. Sure. Disarray. Let's give it. Let's not make it too dark now. We gotta get some bubbles in there. Of course. Do we want an adventure? Or some bounces? Or a starscape? Let's give it a starscape. And then we can go on a journey instead of an adventure. Gotta go music. I did not see that until just then. Entropy. Gotta have some. Every great story needs some lust. Grief and pain on the same page? Really? Well, I mean, grief is... Pain is bad, but grieving can be healthy. So, let's give some grief. And I seem to like anime, so I can't not put that in there. Let's get some games. Some variants. Love variants. A spooky graveyard. Kitty. Of course. Tenacious. Do we get a D? Why do you gotta have explode and climax on the same page? Ugh. See, now I like the idea of making something fickle or unending. Put a good word in this thing. Effulgent. Wow. You know some words, dude. I think we need a little bit of comfort in this story. Thank you. And it's kind of my thing. Some electricity. Doki-Doki. No. Let's finish it off with some laughs. There we go. Hello again. Well, actually, I'm hoping some more of this will go a bit faster, but I think that's going to be it. For the first episode, tune in again. See how my poem is received. Thank you for watching. Do what you do. I forget what I said before for the outro. I'll figure it out. May I watch another video? Probably change it. Not having super high pitch. Because I can't do that right now. I may do it later. Don't know. But anyway. Later.